Wait. Wait. Is this right? Wait, why is the orientation locked? Oh no. Perdón. Okay, you know what? That's okay. We're gonna do it vertical today. I was gonna do my stream horizontally, but you know what? The gods above willed it that it was gonna be vertical. Hi everyone, hello, hello. Let me know if you can hear me correctly. Let me know if I'm appearing in the right orientation on the screen for you guys right now. Ooh, so many different little comments in the bottom. Wait, hold on. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and bye-bye our community guidance. Oh, okay. Hello everyone. Hi Mia, good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing better than last time I talked to you. Hello to Candace. I was typing some questions into the comment box a little bit earlier. And I feel like I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces from the last time when I was doing a stream on Instagram, which was a lot of fun. It was the first stream that I had done in 2 years. And I always tell myself that I'm going to be doing more streams after I do a stream. And then I don't. But I'm here now. Hello everyone. Okay, I'm gonna try to look over here at my laptop to see the comments in larger size font because I'm an old grandpa now and my eyes are not as good anymore. But Crystalline Muna says, hi, oh my gosh, I love your music. Thank you so much for listening to it. That really means a lot to me. Ooh, scroll up. Kami is here, hello. Gotcha Mystics is here, hello, hello. Immortal Divine says, what's your Instagram? My Instagram is at Rosendale Sings, which I believe it's the same on YouTube. I think my YouTube website URL is youtube.com/Rosendale Sings. So let me try that and let me know if I'm wrong. The Puppeteer, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Unoriginal username. I love that username. It says hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining. Christy Clark is here. Hello, Christy. I hope you're doing well, and thank you so much for joining. Let's see. Ooh, Yume Studio is here. Hello, hello, hello. Y para los hispanohablantes, hola. Hola ustedes. ¿Cómo están? Yes, I am here to celebrate part 2 of my new album release. And I brought a cake today. I got myself a small little, what is it called? Red velvet slice of cake from a little bakery here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Hold on, let me try not to drop this. And it's a tiny, tiny little red velvet slice. Looks like it's about to fall out. But I got this to celebrate the release of my album again. And when I do my stream on TikTok, I'm gonna get another cake slice for that one as well. So it's just gonna be a very cakey month. But yeah, I just released a new album for those of you guys who may not have, who don't know yet. It's called In a Land of Hopes and Nightmares. I had to think about it for a second. Also, I'm realizing that the titles of my albums are getting progressively like longer and longer. So my first album, The Stages of Grief, was, you know, that was like short, but then Love, Loss, and the Woes of Humanity, and then now In a Land of Hopes and Nightmares. And the original title of this album was going to be something different. Let me know if you want me to tell you what it is, what it was going to be. But yeah, I feel like, you know, sometimes like, you know, other artists, they have like shorter titles like Hope and Despair or something like that. But I don't know, I guess I just had to be weird. Entonces, vamos, hablo en español. Hola. Bienvenidos. Let's see. Sophia says it's so cute. Yeah, I really love this bakery. If you guys have a chance to visit this bakery here in the San Francisco Bay Area, this is the name of it. It's called 85 Degrees Bakery. I believe this bakery originated in Taiwan, actually, which is where my parents are from, and that's my ethnicity. I'm Taiwanese American, and they make really affordable little pastries and cakes. Their pastries are just maybe like $2 or $3. Well, because of inflation, they're a little bit more expensive now, but they're probably only like $2 or $3. And you can like get lunch for like $5, $6 by like buying a bunch of pastries and or cakes. So I would highly recommend that you guys check it out if you can. And I think they have other versions, other locations here in the United States as well. I feel like maybe on the east, maybe it's only on the West Coast right now. I'm not sure if they're on the East Coast yet, but yeah, wonderful little bakery, and I'm very blessed to live right next to them. So, okay, I'm just looking at random comments right now. Candace asks, how hard is it to write your songs? That's a very good question. Sometimes it's really easy, and sometimes the inspiration comes to me really quickly, and then sometimes like I'll start a song and I'll just write like the verse and I'll be like, can't come up with anything else, and then I'll put it aside for like 6 months, a year, and then I'll like revisit it, and then sometimes the inspiration hits like a little bit later on. I think like, let's see, I want to say, what songs kind of happened like that? There was definitely a couple of songs. Let's see, The Kingdom. That song took me a while to write. And because sometimes I go back and I change the lyrics as well to be like a little bit more like either topical or to like fit like the overall album better. So the Kingdom took me a little bit longer to write. That was for sure. Also, A Prayer for Me and You, which I do want to sing today, but I know that if you guys have listened to the album, if you guys have listened to the album, thank you so much. If you haven't listened to it yet, A Prayer for Me and You is probably like the saddest song on the album, and I really wanted to sing today, but I really wanted to sing it today, but I also don't want to bum people out. So let me know if you guys want me to sing that song, because I'm like ready to sing it, but I also just don't want to, make people, because it is like a sad song. But anyway, unoriginal username says, I love 7 Days. I really like that song too. And thank you so much to everybody who's been listening to my music. It really does mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. I will be thanking you guys for the rest of my entire life, because you guys are the ones that allowed me and like the little kid inside me to turn a childhood dream into a reality. I always wanted to, but I never thought I would be able to like write songs for a living. And I just feel so blessed, and I feel so grateful for you guys. So thank you guys so much. The Firefox is here. Hello. Let's see, Mr. Prax. Mir Prax says, see, my eyes can't see anything. Mir Prax says, The Prayer for Me and You is my favorite. Thank you so much. Okay, maybe I will sing it, or maybe I'll just sing like half of it or something like that. So is there something else that I wanted to announce in the beginning before? No, I'm just gonna get into my first song, and I'm gonna sing Six Pills first. I sang this last time during my Instagram stream, but I know some of you guys weren't able to make that one. So I wanted to sing that one for you guys right now. Maybe I should take a sip of water first. El agua. Okay. I'll tell a little bit of the story of the inspiration behind this song before or after. In the woods I met a man, old as oak and staff in hand, sunken eyes, but gentle smile, we sat down and talked a while. And he said, I can see it in your eyes. You've been hurt a couple times. I've got the perfect antidote to cure a heart of stone. Tiny red pills in a big blue bottle. He put them right in my hands. Said this stuff can do wonders, take you to nirvana, make you a better man. I should've known something was amiss when I saw a smile turn to a grin. But then as he left me there so perplexed, he turned and said, 1 to numb the hurt, 2 to ease the pain, 3 to clear your mind, forget all the hate. Take as I advise, not more than prescribed, several weeks ahead you'll be fine again. 1 to numb the hurt, 2 to ease the pain, 3 to clear your mind, forget all the hate. Take as I advise, not more than prescribed, several weeks ahead you'll be fine again. So I went home, my heart confused, didn't know just what to do. I popped the cap and took a dose. After all, what could I lose? And then I touched the clouds and bathed in the sky, a magic broom, a carpet ride. Before I fell and woke in bed, tried to repeat the words he said. 1 to numb the hurt, 2 to ease the pain, 3 to clear my mind, forget all the hate. What did he say next? I forget the rest. Several weeks ahead I'll be fine again. 1 to numb the hurt, 2 to ease the pain, 3 to clear my mind, forget all the hate. 5 could never hurt, just to calm my nerves. Several weeks ahead I'll be fine again. Oh, tiny red pills in a big blue bottle. Wish I had the strength back then. Need to get a refill, chase away the evil, all the whispers in my head. But I can't find the man that knocked on his door. His neighbors say no one lived there before. So now all my days just blur in a haze. They go like this. 1 to stop the chills, 2 to ease the pain, 3 to wash my guilt, forget all my shame. 5 could never hurt, 6 couldn't be worse. 7 days it's been, here we go again. 1 to stop the chills, 2 to ease the pain, 3 to wash my guilt, forget all my shame. 5 could never hurt, 6 couldn't be worse. 7 days it's been, here we go again. Oh, oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that was 6 pills. And thank you guys so much for listening to this song. I think it just hit like 2 million streams on YouTube. I think it's at like 7 or something crazy million streams on Spotify. And it really means a lot to me that you guys listen to it. Thank you so, so much, truly from the bottom of my heart. And I was just saying during my last stream, whenever I sing this song, my fingers are crossed that I don't mess up the lyrics, because if you know my music, oftentimes during the choruses, I like to change like a few of the words, because I think choruses are a really good way to like, you know, emphasize the main idea of the song, but then they're also like a fun way to continue building on the idea of the song. And sometimes I forget my own lyrics. That's okay, I'm doing my best. And yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to this song. It really does mean a lot to me. This song was like born you know, it's nice because now I feel like I can look back on that time of my life with a lot more perspective. But this song was born from like a pretty dark time in my life when I was fantasizing about doing some of the things that I was singing about in this song, that I am singing about in this song. And I ended up writing this song to remind myself to not do those things. And this was like the 2020, 2021 time when I had just gotten out of a breakup and the world was shut down and felt like I was taking multiple steps back in my life. And this was before 6 pills. This was before the stages of grief. This was like essentially 5 years ago, like almost 6 years ago. And yeah, but I think writing this song like really helped me to like just have more perspective on life. And yeah, for those of you guys who like to create art or like to write songs or poetry yourselves or any form of art, I encourage you guys to do those things, because I think art is one of the ways that we can express ourselves in ways that we cannot in real life. Because sometimes, you know, it's hard to talk about stuff that we're going through with, you know, random strangers or even friends or family and stuff. So I encourage you guys to continue pursuing your art. And now I'm just realizing how many comments you guys wrote while I was singing. Oh my gosh, wait, hold on. Let me take a look. Let's see. Bame put a bunch of, let's see, are those little boats and stuff? No, they're little cats in boxes, so cute. How do you guys do those emojis? I feel like I always see those on TikTok also. It's like people making like little like screenshots and stuff in the comments, but I'm like, how do you do that? Anabel says, hi, I love all your songs. They always inspire me to write. I'm so glad, and I've gotten that comment from a few of you guys already. Here, wait, let me adjust this. I feel like I'm not very centered right now. I've gotten that comment from some of you guys in the past, and that makes me really happy to hear. I hope that my songs can inspire you guys to go out and write your own works and publish your own art and stuff like that, because why not have more art in this world, in this crazy world that we live in, right? So let's see. Pinky Vale, or is it Vale? Pinky Vale says, can you sing The King? Yes, I was planning to sing that one. And then I'm also planning to sing Siren song. And maybe possibly Ghosts. We shall see. Amo tus músicas son artes. Muchísimas gracias. En serio, muchísimas gracias. For all the Spanish speakers who are here, hola. Recientemente yo lancé un nuevo álbum. Se llama In a Land of Hopes and Nightmares, en un mundo de esperanzas y pesadillas. Y la inspiración de este álbum es todo lo que está pasando en el mundo. Creo que estamos viviendo en una época oscura de la historia de humanidad, porque las guerras, porque la codicia de corporaciones, porque la pérdida de bondad y empatía de la gente es muy triste, y algunas de las canciones en este álbum tratan sobre esto, de eso, pero también tratan de esperanza, como The Pond, The Lonely Prince, Fairy King. Y espero que a ustedes les gusten las canciones. Muchísimas gracias por todo tu apoyo y también por sus comentarios en mis videos de YouTube y Instagram. Sí, bueno. Let's see. Luna Lovegood says, you are honestly the best. Thank you. Wait, it's okay. Let's see. Moraes tiene mejor español que yo. No es posible. Mi español no es muy bueno. Pero ahora estoy estudiando español a nuevo. Lo estudié en colegio, pero ahora me olvidé mucho de lo que aprendí y espero hablar con ustedes en español. So I'm studying Spanish right now, and I studied it for like 4 years back in high school, but I forgot a lot of what I learned because no lo practiqué. I didn't practice speaking it with anybody, and I never thought I would need it. And then now I just feel so gung-ho about studying Spanish because not just to be able to communicate with some of the Spanish speakers some of you guys who like to listen to my music, but I just think it's such a beautiful language, and there's a lot of like nuance to the Spanish language that I feel like you don't really have in English, or maybe it's just because I'm like a native English speaker, so I guess I don't feel that there's nuance to the English language. I mean, of course there is like some nuance to it, but I guess with Spanish, it just feels like there's a lot more. It's just, I mean, although it is like a little bit more complex and more complicated, like there's just a lot of like really interesting things, like the subjunctive. I was like trying to learn like cuando. Podemos usar el subjuntivo, the subjunctive, and it's like when you're trying to be polite, or when you're asking a question, or it's when you're not stating a fact, but you're like trying to share an opinion about something. You can use like the subjunctive tense, and I don't think we really have that in English. Like we don't really say anything different when we're asking questions. I don't know, do we? Somebody let me know in the comments if we do. Maybe I should know this because I write some of my songs in English. But it's just a beautiful language, and I really wish that I continued studying it when I was a lot younger. But never too late to learn anything, right? So here we are. Hold on. Ooh. Let's see. 21110308 says, can you speak Mandarin? Yes, I can. Mandarin was actually my very hold on. I can only speak it very conversationally. I would almost say that my Spanish is like as good as my Mandarin because I don't speak Mandarin that much either. I do speak it with my parents here and there. But it was actually my very first language. When I say my native language is English, it is, but the language that I grew up speaking was actually Mandarin because my parents are from Taiwan. So they spoke it to me when I was like, very little, cuando era un joven. Y, gradually as I grew up and became more, what's the word? Adjusted to like, the US society. My friends all spoke English, and my teachers all spoke English, so English became like my main language. And that's also one of the things that I regret as well, is not practicing my Mandarin. But hello, 大家好。今天很开心可以跟大家分享我的新专辑 In a Land of Hopes and Nightmares. Oh my, how would you say this in Chinese? 在一个有噩梦跟希望的世界里。Oh my god. The Chinese version of this album is gonna be lit. But yeah, so I do speak a little bit of Mandarin. I can understand it much better than I can speak it. Similar to Spanish, I can understand and I can read it much better than I can speak it. But let's see. Somebody says I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. and I'm here at 1:24. Thank you so much for showing up. I hope you're not, you already are losing sleep, but I hope you don't lose too much sleep by being here. Please make sure to sleep well. That's one of the most important things in life. It's just, for me personally, is to be able to sleep well. Because I feel like if you don't sleep well, then sometimes like your whole day is like ruined. So, let's see. Lisa says, I learned Arabic at the same time as French when I was young, but we kind of lost it, so I can relate. Oh, that's so interesting. Lisa, you speak French and you also speak English. Do you speak any other languages? Let me know. Xenia says, we love you. Thank you, I love you as well. Love you, love you, love you. Morita says, hi Rosendale, hello, hello, hello. Okay, last time somebody in the comments said that they wanted to listen to Siren song. And I don't think I've ever played Siren song live before, so I had to go figure out what the chords were. It wasn't that difficult, but I'm gonna sing Siren song for you guys now. This is for everyone that requested it and didn't request it. Mika says, will you be singing Willow Tree? Can I figure out the chords on Willow Tree? I feel like I could. How's it? You and me. Let's see. Wait. Oh, the chords are the same as the, okay, yeah. But hold on, that's not gonna work in that. It's a little low. Can we do it higher? Okay, I'll sing a little bit of Willow Tree just for Mika. Hi, Mika, thank you so much for joining again. You and me hanging from the willow tree. Right, okay, yeah, I haven't sung Willow Tree in such a long time. You and me hanging from the willow tree, quietly drifting in the open breeze. Suddenly the wind blows you away from me. Now I see we were never meant to be. If only we could travel back in time, oh, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why we dance until the dawn. If only we could travel back in time, whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why we dance until the dawn. Willow Tree. When I think about that song, I think about how it's been 7 years since that song was released. And occasionally on the video, people will write like, this song was like a song that I listened to a lot during my childhood and that like truly touches me, because like to be part of someone's childhood through a song is just like such an honor for me. And that's how I think about other artists as well. Like for example, Imogen Heap, which is like the artist that I feel is probably the most like influential in me deciding to want to become like an independent artist, because she herself is like an independent artist and she produces her own music, writes her own music, sings her own music, and really fantastic, the work that she's created. And if you don't know any of her songs, it's hide and seek, trains and sewing machines. She also did you say too late to start, got your heart in a headlock. No, I don't believe any of it. Headlock. And so she was like such a huge part of my childhood. Like when I was growing up and listening to music, like when I was 13 or 14, I was listening to so much of her music. And Yeah, and now I'm pretty much the same age as she was when I was listening to her music at the time, and it's just, oh my, wow, time really just fly by. But Kayla says that Willow Tree was famous in the gotcha community. Thank you so much to all the gotcha creators for going out there and like making videos with my songs and like sharing them with the world. It really, you know, I'm truly very grateful for you guys doing that. So thank you so much. Miss Luna Blue says hi, hello, hola. Arunita says, ¿cuál es tu nombre? Mi nombre. Should I say it? Well, if you if you do a little bit of digging, it's very easy to figure out mi nombre real, my real name. So I'll just let you go. So I'll just let you guys go dig for my real name. No, my real name is Brian, and it's a very simple name, and yeah. So if you guys see me on the street ever, you can call me Brian. You can call me Rosendale. You can call me, hey, you over there. I really don't mind. Let's see. Diana says, do you still remember Hijo de la Luna? Sí, I do. And I was just practicing it the other day in case somebody asked me to sing it. Pero la canción es un poco largo. So, voy a cantar una parte de esta canción. Let's see. What are the chords again? Wait. Oh, yeah. Is that right? Okay, yeah, I think that's right. Okay, I'll start from the chorus. And this is so for those of you guys who are wondering, what is Hijo de la Luna? Hijo de la Luna is a Spanish song that I did a cover of. The original artist is Mecano. They are a band from Spain, and they wrote this really beautiful song. It's a story about why the moon waxes and wanes. So you know how sometimes like the moon is full and then other times like the moon is like a sliver. So they wrote a song about why the moon waxes and wanes, and it's just really beautiful. So let me see if I can sing this properly con mi acento de gringo. Wait. Luna quiere ser madre y no encuentras querer que te haga mujer. Dime, luna de plata, ¿qué pretendes hacer con un niño de piel? Ah, ah. Hijo de la luna. Y las noches que... Wait. Y las noches que haya luna llena, será porque el niño esté de buenas. Y si el niño llora, menguará la luna para hacerle una cuna. Y si el niño llora, menguará la luna para hacerle una cuna. So that was Hijo de la Luna. Beautiful, beautiful song. And if you go look at the lyrics of like what the song is about in Spanish, well, for those of you guys who understand Spanish, you already know what the song's about. But for those of you guys who don't know Spanish, I highly recommend this song, and I highly recommend you to go look at like an English translation or whatever translation into your main language about what the song is about, because it's just a really beautiful story about the moon and I believe gypsies is not the right words anymore, but the Romani people. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that little snippet. Okay. Let's see. Oh, thank you so much for the hand clapping. Gracias. Gracias a todos. Somebody asked for no friends. Wow. No friends. That was, do I know the chords on? Oh. Okay, no. No friend. Oh. Wait, is that right? Wait. Okay, I don't need them. Anyway, I do my best. There we go, okay. But it's a little bit low. Maybe I'll move it up a little bit. Okay, I don't need them anyway. I do my best all on my own, and I just rather be alone, I have no friends, but I'll be fine. I don't need them to pass the time, and when I put my resting bitch face on, I look stone cold. I just rather be alone, I have no friends. No friends. That's another one of the songs that when I think about it, I just think about like how much time it has been since I put that song out. With Cadmium, very talented producer, make sure to go check him out. And I think that was the one song that started to like slowly change my life over the course of 2020. And I'm so grateful for you guys listening to that song. Sammy says, I knew you through this song. I love it. Thank you. Miss Luna Blue says, I love the song as well. Angel, hello, Angel. ¿Cómo estás? Pretty iconic of yours. Thank you very much. And yeah, it's funny because like I feel like we always have songs, like artists in general, we always have songs that we write, and there's so many planes right now. There are songs that we write that we don't necessarily like think a lot about, but the songs end up doing well. And then there's songs that, you know, we really spend a lot of time on, and then they don't do well. And it's fun, and it's like, it's really interesting to see like what people enjoy listening to and what they don't, which is why I always encourage people who write music don't feel like a certain type of way about the songs that you write, because you really never know like who is going to like your songs and who isn't. And some songs that you think are gonna do well, or they don't do well, and then some songs that take you 2 hours to write and then you just finish it in a blast, like might end up becoming the songs that people really, really love to listen to. So yeah. Okay. I got distracted. I think I was about to sing Siren song, but let's see. And then okay, you know what? The King as well. Pero it's all right. Okay, I'll sing a little bit of Siren song first. And then I'll sing some of the other songs. Christy Clark asked, do you know sign language? I don't know, but there was a time in my life where I really wanted to learn, but then I just didn't have time to do so. So if you guys could teach me some sign language, might be a little bit difficult through the chat, but if you guys can teach me some, please let me know. I would love to learn. Ooh. All right. I was on drifting at sea, living life without a purpose, barely floating on the surface. Then came along a beautiful creature, body shimmering in the water, emerald eyes so full of wonder. He pulled me into the deep end, where all the ocean was sleeping. Showed me the secrets he's keeping. Into his arms I was sinking. He said, hush, I'll be your guiding star. I'll keep you safe and warm. Hush, follow my siren song. I'll lead you through the storm. I brought him to shore so he could see everything above the ocean, people dancing with emotion. But all of the world thought we were freaks, never tried to understand us, threw a match into our plans, and they said we'd end in disaster. Happy won't be ever after. So we cut the ropes to our anchor, sailed away into the breeze, and he said, hush, I'll hold you in my arms. I'll keep you safe and warm. Follow my siren song. I'll lead you through the storm. Da 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 So that was Siren Song. And this song was inspired by a dream that I had about a merman. And I'm the first comment that I'm seeing on the screen is, we were never meant to be. Yes. Well, okay, so this is just in my mind. And the first thing that I want to say is, however you guys want to perceive my songs is 100% like, you have free reign to do that. I don't want to like say, you know, that this is the way that the songs and this song or my songs in general should be perceived. When I was writing this song, Siren Song and the tide are tied together. So unfortunately, even though I had this like beautiful, you know, okay, so in general, the merman is an analogy for a relationship that I had in the past. And unfortunately, that relationship came to an end, which is why it's the tide, which is why the tide comes after Siren Song. So unfortunately, it's not a story with like a wonderful meaning, but if you want to just listen to Siren Song on its own and perceive it as, you know, the two fell in love and they swam away off into Atlantis and lived happily ever after, 100% okay as well. And I think that would be a beautiful, maybe I'll write two storylines. Maybe I'll write I'll write like an alternate reality where the merman and the prince went off and they lived their happy lives together without any pain ever again in their lives. That would be a really beautiful storyline. Which kind of leads me into another song that I wanted to sing today. I'll just sing like a little part of it. This is one of the new songs on my album, and it's called New Atlantis. And New Atlantis is part of the storyline of the Siren, but there's also a different meaning of this song that I'm not sure if anybody has discovered yet. But it's kind of like, if you look into the lyrics, it might make more sense what the song is also about. And then also thinking about like the theme of the album, but I'll sing a little bit of it. I was ever faithful, for you I did the most. Even when the earthquake shook us right down to the core. But lately you've been changing, like thunder in a storm. You don't even recognize I'm miles away from shore. You promised dreams while I bend and bleed. The pillars I built you weren't enough. You couldn't see that I'm out here sinking, clawing for something to grab on. Look at this wreck, it's nothing to salvage. Don't just say I didn't tell you so. Now there's no hope. Left my heart in New Atlantis before your love turned wicked cold. On the peaks of the purple mountains that fell down to the ocean floor. I kneeled at your feet, you kicked my bones. I was a fool to let you so. I left my heart in New Atlantis, but I ain't never going back no more. So that was a little of New Atlantis. If you want to hear the whole thing, it is on my channel. And yeah, for those of you guys who are just joining, and if you are like, what is going on? Hello, I'm Rosendale. I'm a singer-songwriter, and today I am celebrating my new album, which was released about 4 weeks ago. And it's called In a Land of Hopes and Nightmares, and the inspiration behind this album is everything that's happening in the world right now. With the wars, with, you know, if you live in the United States like I do, with, you know, the things that are happening here, and it's about those things and my thoughts on them, and yeah. Some hidden messages, songs with hidden messages, some songs a little bit more direct, but I hope you guys enjoy this album. And yeah, I'm very happy that the album is out, because it's kind of been a while since I've been working on it. And some of the songs on the album, for example, The Kingdom, are almost 2 years old now. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, let's see. Okay. Ariadna, hola. Let's see, who have I not said hello to yet? Mia Eliadora, hello. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see. Don't cry for us. Oh my gosh. Yes. Wait, somebody requested The King. Okay, I'm gonna sing a tiny bit of The King first, because that was just one of the songs, and then I'll try to sing some of the other songs as well. Hello to Kira N.A., Diana G, Nika, let's see, Kami, The Tide, yes. Okay, what was I gonna, The King, okay. Where am I with The King? There we go. Wait. Okay. There was a king living carefree. He wanted the world, he wanted everything. He ruled with a fist, his people were starved. They watched as they begged behind his castle guards. He watched. Diamonds and pearls emeralds and gold. The riches only he could know. But with time came age, his health in decline. The fate of his legacy left to the tides. So he ran to his queen and demanded a child. Planted his seed, then he cast her aside. Several moons later, she bore him a son, but died just to give him his own flesh and blood. Ooh. The son grew like weeds, he soon was 18. He ventured outside of the castle to see the faces so gone, the dead in the streets. They cried out for help, but nobody could hear. Deep down inside him, something had stirred. He laughed at the ruins his father incurred. Fire in his veins, he stormed back to the throne. Stared down his father, arrayed still unknown. Ooh. The father decreed the new rule of law, his son to be banished outside of the walls. But the son had a plan, and his heart was convinced there'd never be room for both king and a prince. He rallied the people and charged through the gates, shield in one hand but the other a blade. With one fell swoop, his own father deposed. He sat on the throne and adorned his new crown. Ooh. The son was elated, the kingdom was his. Diamonds and emeralds and gold-plated bliss. But what of the people? The legends don't say. Just like a memory, they faded away. There was a king living carefree. He wanted the world, he wanted everything. So that was the king, and thank you guys for listening to this song as well. I wrote this at the start of the Russian-Ukraine war. And I wrote it because I feel like it's always the leaders of this world that are making decisions on behalf of the people, and they throw our lives away, which is just so truly sad on both sides. And I just hope that one day this world knows peace, because people are sending money. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, nobody feel pressured to send any money. I truly am grateful for all of you guys being here. Thank you. Quill says, I wanted to say thanks for all the lovely singing and music. I love songs that tell stories, so I can't wait to keep hearing more. Wait, let me like it. Thank you so much. And I'm so honored to be able to write these songs for you guys. And I hope to keep doing it with the best effort that I can. Para ustedes. And it's like my brain, because I'm trying to ingrain myself to live in Spanish right now. Like sometimes like I think of like words, I try to think of words in Spanish, and I'm just all over the place right now. And little Zaki, thank you so much for sending the little, is it a super chat? I believe it's called a super chat. Zaya Bonanza says, "We, the people, hold the true power, and music will unify all nations." I hope so. I truly, truly, truly hope so. And I just, when I was in my 20s, I didn't really care about politics. I didn't really care about things that were happening in the world outside of the things that were happening like in my own life. And I think a lot of people are the same, and it's hard to point fingers at anybody because when you're in your 20s, you're kind of just getting started with your career, and a lot of us are just trying to figure things out, and you don't really have like a lot of time to think about things that are happening outside of your life. But now that I'm older and now that I'm in my 30s, I think about stuff happening in the world all the time. It is really sad, and I feel like I think like for I don't know if anybody feels the same way, because I'm a millennial, right? And I'm like a grandpa in comparison to some of you guys. But I feel like millennials, and I think this is like a common thought that's shared between millennials, is like we really worked hard to create a better life for ourselves, and we thought we would be able to achieve our dreams, and some of us did. I was able to achieve my dream of like becoming a musician, and I'm really, really grateful for that. But at the same time, like when you take a look around the world and see like what's happening, it's really shocking. And I think some of our dreams came at the expense of others in the world, and part of me feels like I worked really hard only to exist in a world that is so shocking to me sometimes. And I'm not trying to be all doom and gloom and everything, but sometimes I think about that. And you know what? I'm going to sing a prayer for me and you now. And just to warn you guys, it is a little bit of a sad song. It's also one of the new songs on the album. But I wanted to sing it because, well, first I'm going to be donating $250 of the royalties made from this song to the World Food Program, which is a charitable organization that helps to bring food assistance and emergency aid to countries, particularly countries that are facing conflict. And yeah, I don't know if it's going to make a big difference or not, but I really hope it does. So yeah. There's always more than meets the eye in what the TV show. On you they paint the devil's horns, on me I hate though. But after all the pain is spilled, the deepest of maroon, who will bear the burden, who will live to tell the truth? Another plane soars in the sky, another bomb drops in the night, another child's tears to dry, the lightest left his mother's eyes. Another headline in the news about the lives they had to lose, but this life we didn't choose. Say a prayer for them, won't you? Oh my God. Oh my God. I knew this would happen. So sorry, everyone. Oh my God. Okay, let's just take a break. So that was a prayer for me and you. And sorry, everyone. It's just a tough song to get through. For obvious reasons. But Jules says hugging you tight. Thank you so much. I'll just say, I'll just call it done with this song. But if you want to go listen to the whole song, it's on my YouTube channel. And I think I had to write this song in order to kind of like cope with everything that's happening in the world. And but I have hope that things will get better. I don't know if it's going to be in my lifetime or our lifetime at all, but you know, I hope that this world will know peace someday. Crow Eyes is crying is a part of being human. Thank you. First time crying on camera, that's okay. Today is a first for everything. And Angel says, yesterday I think I commented a drawing of my favorite singer and my best friend's one on one of your TikToks. Did you see it? I didn't see it. Send me a link of it if you can. Yeah, Lavender says, P.S. I like your sweater. Thank you. This is my favorite sweater. And this sweater gets the most comments every time I wear this sweater anywhere. And yeah, I just think it's so nice because it's, you know, just, it's a bear. And I think we all need a little bit more levity and we all need a little bit more young at heartness in our lives. So it's my favorite sweater. I'm glad you noticed it. Thank you. Somebody's asking for Don't Cry for Us. Oh my God. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through any more songs without like crying through this stream anymore. Okay, you know what? Take a little drink of water, calm down. Pinky Vale says, it's okay, está bien que llores. Gracias. Yeah, yeah, I guess this album just encapsulates what I've been thinking about the world lately. But yeah, again, I don't want to be all like doom and gloom about stuff. It's just like, you know, this song and maybe like The Kingdom that's like a little bit more kind of on the depressing side. But there's also a lot of like more hopeful songs. And if you know me, I usually try to end my albums with like a sad song because, you know, I think it's like, I used to think that it's like kind of cheesy to end an album with a happy song because, you know, it's like so perfect and so it's like the perfect ending or whatever. But I decided to end this album with a happier song, which is Butterfly. And it was just Pride Month last month. Happy Pride to everyone out there, whether or not you are, you know, part of the LGBTQ community or not. Yeah, I decided to end it with a happier song because I think what we all need right now is hope, regardless of where we are living in. And yeah, I have hope. I still have hope. Soundwave says, hi Rosendale, I'm happy to see you again. Hello and welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, for those of you guys who I may have missed messages from, I'm so sorry because I feel like there have been thousands of comments now, and if I have missed your message, I'm so sorry. Just, you can feel free to type the same thing if you want, if I've missed it. Ming Ling, hello. Ming, welcome, welcome. Flower Lumiblanc says, hey, writer here. I love your songs. I was wondering if I could make a reference to you as a singer my protagonist likes to hear in my comic. Yes, you are more than welcome to do that, and I would be so honored if you did that. Thank you so much. Let's see. The Boy or Weird Kid. Oh man, I haven't sung those songs in a while. Okay, I'm gonna write those songs down so I have those prepared for the next stream. You want to sing the Boy. I can sing like a better version of No Friends as well. Weird Kid. I think somebody asked for Boys Feel Sad Too. Boys Feel Sad Too. Let's see. Lacey says, every trans person is a beautiful butterfly. We deserve nothing but love. I agree. I agree as well. Jasmine says, this pride is so special for me. I finally accepted myself after a few years of repressing because I wanted to be normal. I'm so happy for you, Jasmine. So happy that you can be your true self. And, you know, I know for everybody, it's hard, and we all have our own journeys on when we're going to get there in life, because sometimes the circumstances in our life they just don't allow us to be our full self, our truest selves. And I'm really glad that you are able to, and I hope that you can continue doing that. So, Flower sent, thank you so much. I'm gonna put a little heart next to it, and it's like a little like, okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to sing Don't Cry for us, even though I just started crying. Oh my God. The juxtaposition of it all, the irony of it all. Because I believe, Christy, were you the one that requested it? I think you said something about just having surgery, and that is definitely deserving of, I hope your surgery went well. I hope that you are recovering. If you already got the surgery, sorry, the comment went by so fast and I wasn't able to read the whole thing, but I may have to pull up the lyrics for this one because this is also a song that I haven't sung in a very long time too. Oh, wait. Okay, you know what? The messages here are delayed. That's why. Okay, now it's at the bottom. Okay, I have to try not to look at the screen because once I start looking at the screen while I'm singing, I start to get distracted because I'm like reading and then singing at the same time. So, okay, I won't look at the screen. What key is this in? Oh. Lonely kittens in the cold, left to freeze outside the door, where the runs they try to throw away. Bloody paws race through the night, alleyways are paradise, so looking for a place to we call home. In a vicious city where the views aren't pretty anymore. Sea of judgy faces, every glance erases who we are. But we don't need your pity, we don't need your prayers. You don't need to cry for us, someday we'll be okay. We don't need your answers of what you think is right. We'll just keep on fighting for another sunrise. You don't need to cry for us. don't cry for us. Strays and stragglers in the dark gather at the trailer park, but if you come, you won't be turned away. 'Cause we have dreams we won't let go, more than fit, riches, fame, or gold, a place where you and I are all the same. But in this cutthroat city, all they see are dirty animals. We don't need your pity, we don't need your prayers. You don't need to cry for us, someday we'll be okay. We don't need your answers of what you think is right. We'll just keep on fighting for another sunrise. You don't need to cry for us, so don't cry for us. You don't need to cry for us, so don't cry for us. So that was Don't Cry For Us. Christy, I hope your recovery goes smoothly. And thank you for requesting this song. Let's see. Emo says, can you please sing Monster in the Wall? I was slightly rehearsing this one too, because although it is like one of the songs that you guys like to listen to the most, I believe, on Spotify, like this, like for some reason, this song always gets put onto the back burner for me. Let's see, I think I wrote down what, like I don't even know what capo. I think it's at the 8th, but I could be completely wrong. Okay, I'll sing a little bit of the Monster of the Wall. I think these are the right chords. All right. I see a monster in the wall. He's in the air, he's in the halls. When I turn my back, he creeps inside my veins. No one listens when I say that he haunts me every day. Oh, I wish that I could chase him far away. I lie awake at night, pull up the covers tight. I see his shadows dancing round, a creeping silhouette. I start to shake and sweat. He's on the ceiling looking down. Above the door, I lock me in. Somehow he gets under my skin, and like a ghost he whispers in my head. You're a joke, you're depressed, you're a failure and a mess. You're a fool, you're in love, you will never be enough. So I cry in my bed, licking wounds I never meant. Wonder if this nightmare ever ends. I see a monster in the wall. He's in the air, he's in the halls. When I turn my back, he creeps inside my veins. No one listens when I say that he haunts me every day. Oh, I wish that I could chase him far away. So that was a semi-version of Monster in the Wall. I'll write that one down too. Monster in the Wall. Okay. Monster in the Wall. Alrighty. Let's see. Wait, was it Crystalline Moons that was asking for Don't Cry for Us? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I think I might be mixing up people's usernames. But Emo says, I gotta wash my hair, currently dyeing it. Oh my gosh, what color did you dye it? Please let us know. So curious to know. Let's see, Katina says 6 pills. I actually just sang 6 pills a little bit earlier today. I'll sing a little tiny section of it for anyone who might just be joining us right now. Wait. Oh, sorry. I was like, wait, that's a little high. No. Huh. That's kind of strange. Tiny red pills in a big blue bottle. Wish I had the strength back then. Need to get a refill, chase away the evil, all the whispers in my head. But I can't find the man. I knocked on his door. His neighbors say no one lived there before. So now all my days just blur in a haze. They go like this. 1 to stop the chills, 2 to ease the pain, 3 to wash my guilt, 4 get all my shame, 5 could never hurt, 6 couldn't be worse, 7 days it's been here we go again. 1 to stop the chills, 2 to ease the pain, 3 to wash my guilt, 4 get all my shame, 5 could never hurt, 6 couldn't be worse, 7 days it's been here we go again. So that was 6 pills. Let's see. Oh, it was Crystalline Moons. I'm so sorry. I got your username mixed up, but it says, I'm taking this as a sign that my heart surgery is gonna work this time. I'm crying. This is the craziest thing that's ever happened. I'm so thankful. I'll be seeing this all August. Crystalline Moons, all the best with your heart surgery. I can't even imagine how daunting and how nerve-wracking having a surgery like that must be. And I hope you know that me, and I'm sure everyone that's here with us right now, is probably praying for your speedy recovery. So my fingers are crossed for you. I hope everything goes well. Please keep us updated as well if you can. Okay, before I forget, I'm gonna take a bite of my cake to celebrate my new album. Yay, cake time! Little bit of cake. Okay, how should I hold this? Because is it weird if I just have it in my hand, or does that look really strange? I think I'm gonna try to get a little plate for my little cake. Un momento. Okay, we're coming back with my cake. Oh, this is my little cake. So exciting. And what does it say on there? Oh, it says 85 degrees. And it also says on the back, not edible. So make sure you don't eat this little shamrock. All right. This cake is to celebrate my new album, and thank you guys so much for listening to the album, for listening to my music in general. For people who bought the album as well, thank you so much. It's available on Bandcamp, but if you prefer to stream it, that's totally fine too. Like, you know, no pressure whatsoever. And I'm just gonna have a few bites of this cake to pat myself on the back for a job well done. And I wish I could be sharing this cake. Well, I probably would have gotten like a much larger cake if I could share it with you guys. But I hope you guys can have a bite of the cake through the camera as well. Okay, here we go. So yummy. Saborosa. Saboroso. So delicious. It's very light as well, not very, not too overly sweet as sometimes desserts can be. I was just saying during my other live stream on Instagram that I should start a mukbang channel. Maybe it could be like a modest mukbang channel where I eat like modest portions of things or something like that. Okay, last bite. Thank you guys so much. For celebrating with me today. Jasmine says, I've never had red velvet before. Wow, no. Hopefully one day you can try. It's actually, I've made red velvet cookies before. And there's this recipe that's really good. If anybody wants to have the recipe, let me know. I think it's also like a small batch recipe for red velvet cookies. But it's essentially just a mix of, I believe, vanilla and chocolate flavoring together. And then the red comes from just like food coloring. So it's on the easier side to make, and the cookies are so delicious, especially when you like slightly under bake them. They're really good. Bon appetit. Thank you so much. He who has no F to give. I love that username. Anyone from Africa here? Is there anybody else from Africa? Please let me know. That is so awesome. I have not visited anywhere in Africa before. I have yet to visit anywhere in South America. I would love to be able to visit some of the countries that you guys are from. Let me know what countries you guys are from in the comments so I can, you know, make a list of all the places that I need to visit at some point in my life so that I can come sing live for you one day. All right. Hold on. Okay, I also had, okay, so this is me. Oh my gosh, what's happening? Okay, so this is me biting off more than I can chew again. Ooh, excuse me. But I have a couple of other ideas for live streams that I could do later on this year. I'm also planning to do a live stream on TikTok either next week or the week after that. So I'll make announcements on my social media. So if you want to come join again sometime during that time, you can. But I had some other ideas for other live streams, and I wanted to get your guys' opinions on some of the ideas. So the first idea that I had for a live stream, and obviously I'll, you know, kind of intersperse like singing along with these concepts, but ooh, excuse me. The first idea was a plant collection tour, a little tour of my plant collection. Como esto? It's my little piggy pot. Muy lindo. Well, okay, actually this plant isn't doing super well because I think I'm underwatering it. I have a habit of overwatering my plants, but the soil is like bone dry on this one. I just watered it today, and I don't know, but I have like a lot of little pots, like probably upwards of like 20 little plants, and I thought I could do a little plant collection. This is a terrarium that I recently bought, and I got my mom one. I think they're super cool. It was on sale. It was only like $20, and there's like a different assortment of plants in here. And it's so cool because you can actually see the roots that are developing on on the plants within the soil. And so here is here is what is this called again? Is this a polka dot plant or no? But this is a Hoya, I believe, that's in here. And then there's all sorts of like different mosses down at the bottom. And you actually do not need to water this. This is, well, that's what they said. We shall see if it's true. I've only had this for maybe about a month or so, but you don't need to water it because the cork stays on really tight. And if you see condensation on the window, which there was a little bit of condensation earlier. There's not, I think it's like room temperature now, but if there's condensation on the glass, and that means that there's still water inside and you don't need to water it. And they said that you only need to water it like once a year. And so far the plants inside have been doing quite well. So this is another one of my little plants, a little teaser of the plant idea. Ooh, look at that root, crazy. So there's that. That's my first idea. The second idea that I had is a learn Spanish with me. Not me teaching Spanish because I'm learning Spanish right now, but like it'll be like a you know, come study Spanish with me sort of live stream where I show you guys like the vocabulary words that I'm trying to learn for the week. And then, you know, if you are a Spanish speaker, you know, I'll probably be talking in English as well, and you might be able to learn a little bit of English at the same time, maybe. So that's another idea I had. The third idea that I had is I could do a lore lesson on how the songs within the realm of modern myths and the realm of Rosendale tie into one another. So I'll get like a whiteboard and I'll like draw the songs and I'll show the relationships between the songs and the characters between each other, and I'll kind of explain more about like what those relationships are. So that's one idea. And then the last idea I thought was a little songwriting lesson, and I probably wouldn't be able to do the songwriting lesson in like one live stream. It would have to be like over the course of at least 2 or maybe even 3. But I'll show you guys like how I get started writing the lyrics of my songs, what strategies I use, and then so that could be like one lesson, and then the other lesson will be like how to get started, like figuring out the chords that you're gonna use, figuring out what melodies you can put on top of those chords, and like finishing the songs. So, okay, let's see how people feel. I'll probably do another poll on my YouTube community posts to see how you guys feel about it. But let's see. I love those last two. Kizzer, am I pronouncing that correctly? Kizzers says yes to the songwriting. Uvi Kai, yes. Sophia needs the lore of the songs. Hola, Rose. Hola, Rose. ¿Cómo estás? Let's see. Okay, it seems like people enjoy the last 2 ideas of that I posited a little bit earlier. Sophia says, "Please, I need that idea." Okay. So yeah, I'll do another poll in case there's people who aren't here today to see what I shall do for my next live stream. I'll probably, if I do either the lore video or like the songwriting video, it's probably gonna be here on YouTube, because then I can like publish the video for people, you know, who couldn't make it to like watch the whole playback of the video. But I shall also keep you guys posted on my next TikTok live stream. I've never live streamed on TikTok before. If anybody has any thoughts on how to do it, or if there's any tips, please let me know. It's gonna be very new for me. It went okay on Instagram like a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, hold on. There was like a couple of questions. Let's see. Oh, many are asking either if you know Epic or have a Discord. I had a Discord for anyone to join for my music a really, really long time ago, but I feel like I kind of neglected it, and I never like went to like, you know, like post anything on there. It was usually just like the moderators of the group like posting on there for me, which I'm really grateful that they did. But I don't know, and I don't go on Discord often. So if anybody I don't know, should I try to find the link of the Discord and then send it to you guys, or should we start a new one? I don't know what's the best way to do it. Please let me know. I'm not sure. Let's see. Please, I need the Discord idea. Yes. Okay, Discord. Okay, let me see if I can find the old link. Okay, maybe I can go on my laptop here. Donut. Okay, Discord. Hopefully, oh man, I need to log in, and this is the part that will, remembering my password is the is the challenge of a lifetime for every one of us, I guess. Let's see if I know. There we go. We are in. Yay. Okay. Let's see if I can find that old. Okay. Okay. So this is the old server. I believe it's called server that I had previously. How do I get the link to share with people? And then maybe I can make new moderators for the group. This is literally me living my grandpa era. And it's not. All right, server setting. Is there like a link where I can figure out how to share the link? Someone, please let me know. Grandpa Dale. Oh my God, for real though. Wait, server boost, invite people, right? Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna type it in here. That is the link. Can someone see if you can join it at all or no? Does that work? And then can people automatically join, or do I have to approve them? Or is that somewhere in the settings as well? Oh my gosh. So many settings. Oh, invites. Members. Okay, does it work? Is it working? People are working? Okay. If you want to be a moderator of the group, please send me a message on Instagram or something, and I can like figure out who can like moderate the group. And because this server has been like inactive for essentially, I want to say like 4 years. I don't think anyone. So who is it not working for? Jasmine says I can't enter. Is there a setting that I need to change so that people can enter? Not working for me. No. Oh no. Oh no. Hola, Willow Tree. Bueno. Let's see. See, invite people. No, I bet it's in server settings and invites, right? I see people, yeah, uses. There were 11 uses of it, but okay, if someone, okay. All right, well, okay, I'll try to, oh yes, somebody else was also commenting the other day that I should create a Instagram group, I believe it's called. So I'm gonna try to create an Instagram group. Maybe I'll send invites for that. And then in that group, I can post the Discord link, and then we can figure out how to get the thing going. maybe that will be the best. Yeah. Here, I'll copy and paste it one more time for anyone that wants to see it. Canal de difusión, un grupo. Yeah, I'm gonna go figure out how to do that on Instagram. I believe that broadcast channel. Thank you, Lavender. Thank you so much. Broadcast channel. That's what it's called. I'm not technologically savvy anymore. I used to think that I was, but clearly I'm not. Oh, and then I can pin the message. Okay, you know what? We're gonna write this down. We're gonna take some notes because broadcast channel. And then pin the note. Discord note. Okay, yes. He became Grandpa Dale. Yes. Okay, everyone. I think I'm going to end my live stream here, but I just wanted to thank you guys one more time for joining me today. It's been so fun being able to talk to you guys. If I missed your messages, I'm so sorry. Please, always feel free to send me a message on Instagram, or you can come join me at a different stream, and I will do my very best to try to give you guys shout outs and stuff like that. Seriously News says, you make great songs. I listen to them daily. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. Retro has one more question. Okay. Will you ever have a song for a princess or perhaps the mom and child from The Wizard? Yes. I have not started working on songs for the mom and the child of the wizard yet, but I am working on the last member of the royal house of the land of modern myths right now, which is the daughter. It's taking me a bit, and it definitely won't be released this year. I'm like 100% sure of that, but when it is ready, I will. We need the princess. Yeah. Someone was asking if you know the musical Epic. I don't know it. Should I go check it out? I'll write it down really quick before I forget. Okay. Fatima, hola, hugs from Bolivia. Your songs are amazing. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. Muchísimas gracias. Okay. Before I go, I just wanted to say thank you again. Please feel free to follow me on Instagram. I usually post my updates on Instagram, and particularly in my Instagram stories, because I just haven't felt like posting regular posts on Instagram beyond like, you know, my regular singing videos and stuff like that. But so if you want to see all the updates, and I'm going to try to make that broadcast channel for you guys to join. Might need to ask somebody for help. Lavender, I might have to ask you for help but to see if I'm doing it right. But thank you guys so much. It's been such a pleasure talking with all of you guys. Please be safe, be healthy, and yeah, I wish you all well. Thank you for listening to my music. Please share the album with your friends and family if you can. And yeah, I hope you can come to Turkey one day. I hope so too. I really do hope so. Be well, be safe. I will talk to you guys all soon. Maybe on TikTok, maybe on my lore, my lore channel. And yeah, wishing you guys all the best. Bye, bye everyone. Bye, goodbye everyone. Adios. Hasta luego. Bye everyone.